The head of ASIO has revealed that his agency is investigating hundreds of terrorist leads that could pose a threat to Australia. He's also warned that the possibility of an attack on Australian soil is real. The government says there have already been some near misses, and the country's intelligence agencies have thwarted a number of plots. Stephanie Kennedy reports from Canberra.
It was a rare chance to go behind the concrete facade to the inner sanctum of the country's top spy agency. It was here that the Prime Minister delivered a candid assessment of the current terrorist threat.
We are under no illusions that we live in a dangerous time.
To counter these dangerous times, the government has opened a new counter-terrorism control centre. But due to security reasons, there was no access to the exact area where the centre has been set up. But it does bring together ASIO, the Federal Police, the Secret Intelligence Service and elements of defence, all under the one roof. Over the last decade, more than 100 Australians have lost their lives in terrorist attacks, and the threat of an attack on Australian soil is a real possibility.
ASIO and its partners at this very time are investigating hundreds of CT or counter-terrorism related matters, which could impact directly on the security of Australia and its people.
And the ASIO chief's political masters are just as frank.
The reality is that the work of our intelligence agencies have disrupted a number of plots, literally disrupted a number of plots that, if not disrupted, would have caused mass casualties within this country.
It's unusual for ASIO and the government to be this candid.
I was surprised at the number of investigations that he mentioned that are running at the moment. But maybe those are persons of interest and people that are not necessarily involved in terrorism but might be related to terrorism suspects, for example.
The former Director of Security Intelligence says the main threat is from homegrown extremism, Muslims born in Australia who want to support the global jihad.
The most likely scenarios would be a shooter attack like we saw in Mumbai in November 2008 or a bombing using IEDs.
During the Afghanistan debate, the Foreign Minister told MPs the fight against terrorism is succeeding and the Afghanistan mission, coupled with intelligence operations, have prevented terrorist attacks.
Of course, there have been many near misses. In fact, many more than the general public is ever likely to know. The problem is the success of an effective counter-terrorism strategy is much harder to recognise than its failure.
The intelligence chief and the government say there are no absolute guarantees that there won't be a terrorist incident on Australian soil. But ASIO and the other agencies believe they're doing the best possible job to head off an attack. Stephanie Kennedy, Lateline.